to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and this is my review for Netflix's original series, The Outer Banks. This is season 2, non-spoiler review. Do give me a thumbs up and do subscribe if you haven't yet. We're still filming on our phone because our Mac is still broken. It needs to go to the doctors. So for a couple of days, this is what the editing is going to look like. I hope that's all right. Let's jump into it. So the Outer Banks season 2 picks up with our characters where they're reeling from the expectation of a couple of their characters being killed off. The audience knows different, however, and the first deals with that episode, deals with that storyline, and we're very quickly, the characters are either kind of connecting. There might be in a bit of a distance, but they're connecting, and all the happies can go around. This season is fully about the gold. For the most part, there are definitely some twists and turns along the way, but the gold is still definitely in the zone with the Pogues, and so we have the two lower class and higher class mostly clashing again. We obviously have the big bad dad who is up to no good with his son. They're trying to kind of clear their names, but it feels like everybody is against them. They're definitely underclass. They're the lower dogs. And every single step, every time they're trying to make a decision, things seem to go wrong. And that's what's going to be the majority of the storyline. I did find it somewhat frustrating, and I think I enjoyed it way less than I did season 1, because I found the characters to be making wrong decisions constantly, that you would think eventually when they are faced with a certain circumstance, like to go left is the right decision, to go right is the wrong decision, when they constantly are making the right decision because of a love relationship, or trying to prove themselves, or trying to be the better person in the relationship, or hey, look at me, I'm stronger, or just literally in a moment calling out the killer's name, saying you killed him, you son of a bitch, and that's revealing your location, which could get you killed. There are constantly motivations from our characters that I just didn't quite believe. There are situations that our characters are placed in that they do and say things that I just really irked me. I was like, yeah, if I was in that situation, I definitely wouldn't do that. But I guess it makes for really interesting drama llama, which is the name of the game of this series. I love the location. I love the filming. Some of the filming is very artistic and beautiful to look at. Everything from the way it's filmed, to the lenses they use, to the score in the series is done immaculately. So you will enjoy it. If you enjoyed season 1 for that aesthetic, you're going to enjoy season 2 for that as well. However, there are other things that also kind of drew me out of it, and that comes down to the believability of certain circumstances where our characters do some things. For example, I'm trying not to do spoilers, but there's a moment, this is really early on, so it's not going to spoil anything later on. One of our characters is filming on a very old looking camera, and it's pouring down with rain, and there's no it doesn't look like there's any rain on the lens, but it's just like it's pouring, and that definitely wouldn't be waterproof, that sort of camera. But when we cut to the audience seeing what the camera is seeing, there is no water driplets or any blurring on the lens at all. So it looks like they're almost watching security cam when we're meant to be watching video cam. Now, if it was one shot, it'd be fine, but I think it's 2 or 3, and there are things like that throughout the series that just take away the believability of certain moments. There's another moment when someone's being recorded on a phone. This is all early on, so you'll understand that I'm not going to mention things later on, just in case it might reveal something. But there's a bit where they're recording on a phone. There's a little bit of water. It's slightly raining, but the way the phone breaks is integral to the story being able to be told the way the writers want to, rather than the reality of what would actually happen with the phone and what it would look like. So there are moments that is just not believable, and I found this consistent throughout most of the series. However, I still did enjoy it. I was a big fan of season 1 because I really liked the story about the gold, and you root for the underdogs. That's my natural disposition, and again, it's that. But because of certain, I guess, decisions that were made from our characters were written that way, I found it quite irritating in moments. Other than that, I thought the acting again was good. There are nice twists that you probably won't be expecting, which is great. And I'm not going to tell you about the ending. You can discover that for yourself. Let me know in the comments below. Who is your favorite character? Who did you definitely want to die? I know who I would pick. And did you enjoy the story or the second season? I'm going to give this a C+. Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.